Hello there, Speed Duelists, and welcome back to another tournament review, this time of Speed Duel Showdown 150. This had 11 players, so pretty exciting. I'm not gonna show all of the matches, I'm just gonna show some of the top 8 matches and then the top 4 and then finals. So, first off, in the top 8 we have Leif Anderson versus Galachaya. I don't know how to pronounce that, but let's head into Game 1. Looks like Leif is on the dice deck and Galaxia, I'll pronounce it like that, is on the Heart of a Warrior with Carbonetton and the Serpent Knight Dragon. Let's see how Leif tackles this. Galaxia had a pretty decent opening, but choosing not to set the blast with Chain. And here he is not negating the Melody of Awakening Dragon. That's interesting. That's, in my opinion, one of the best cards of the deck. So negating that might have been a good play. Anyway, we see Dicehoon taking out the Champion's Vigilance. Yeah, that was expected. And in general, there's not a whole lot of things that Champion's Vigilance can negate in this deck. Yeah, it's mostly the Dicehoon and the Melody. So, yeah. Anyway, here we are going to see Leif Anderson trying to clear the Guiltia and missing. He already had to reroll on the Dicehoon. But he is going to clear the Serpent Knight Dragon. And now going to try to clear the Guiltia to have the game shots, but nope, the odds are not in his favor. So Galaxia will be taking a lot of damage, but here, top decking the Red Ice Gearfried, one of the best draws I think they could have had. Leif is going to top deck a Book of Moon and is going to set it. So I'm not sure, would he have been able to play around the Gearfried effect? Yeah, if there wasn't a set card on Leif's side of the field, the Blast with Chain could have done nothing. But yeah, even if you play around that, it could have just been a Wall of Disruption or something, although that wouldn't have done anything here. So maybe it would have been better to not set the Book of Moon. Because, yeah, here Galaxia is going to discard the Carbonetton, will be able to summon the Guiltia and just push for game. Or, no, he's 50 short, but the dice deck without any cards top decking, it's gonna be tough. All 3 of the white armed dragons had already been used, so yeah, I don't think there was anything they could have top decked there. Next game, Galaxia's hand is considerably worse, already having the Serpent Knight Dragon, but now they do have the Vigilance again and Breakthrough Skill. Pretty interesting card to side in against the dice deck. Leif Anderson flipping his skill to search for, was it Snipe Hunter? Or, yeah. I'm gonna put 1 back, and Dicehoon is gonna hit for 4. Oh, normally you should have negated before the die roll, but let's put it up to DuelingBook lag. Here we have Melody for 2. Snipe Hunter will target the Breakthrough Skill, and Galaxia is going to chain. Wow, that's a crazy new overlay. Imagine Exceed Summon in Speed Duels. Now Leif will be summoning his white, adding Veil. And he's not gonna risk it. He's not gonna try to OTK. I'm not sure whether white should have gotten the damage, the replay by popping in a damage step. Ah yeah, the attack just continued. My bad, my bad. Play is completely legal. Galaxia going to bring out Guiltia, attack the Snipe Hunter. But yeah, Life just has the second Snipe Hunter already, so that will be more than enough to attack for game. So we are going into a game 3. And wow, Galaxia again breaking with the vanilla in hand. He's just going to set one and pass. Okay. Normally dice should have easy OTKs from here. Yeah, Melody going to add the Arm Dragon and the whites. And Snipe Hunter will immediately get hit with Book of Moon. So no chance to discard the regular Armed Dragon. And is pretty good for them. Next, Galaxia drawing the Fossil Dig, which gets them to Carbonadon. That is discarded to summon a Guiltia, and now these two Champions Vigilances are live. It's unfortunate that he didn't set both of them last turn, because that would have, yeah, prevented this Snipe Hunter from being protected. But he's going to negate the flip summon, so Life has no chance to discard his regular Armed Dragon, and that will allow Galaxia to try to attack for game. There is a Kunai with Chain, but that gets negated by Serpent Knight Dragon. Wow, blast from the past for all those old school Speedball players. So Galaxia moving on to the top 4. Next we have Justice Souza versus Delicatus, two frequent guests on the channel. Looks like Justice Souza is now completely dice built, and Delicatus still looking to dominate these tournaments with Amazonas. So yeah, classic Amazonas opening, Princess and set 3. The consistency of this deck, man. Justice Souza, oops, yeah, forgot to put back a card after searching Dicefoon. But now we are all clear to start trying to resolve this. Delicatus is going to chain call to send, I presume. Just in case that, yeah, that Onslaught has a high chance of getting hit, especially now that the two other back row got chained. And Delicatus chains, Mind Crush, calling Arm Dragon level 10 white. It's not there! So Dicefoon will pop the sets, maybe. Yeah, it is going to set the... Oh. Yeah, the cards stay on the field until the resolution, so now the Onslaught gets destroyed by the Dicefoon. Snipe Hunter coming down next is going to miss, trying to destroy the Queen, is going to hit on the second try. Souza gonna add the shell. Is she going to use? Yep, Snipe Hunter again. And hitting a 4. Gonna add the third shell, I presume, set the Dicefoon and enter the battle phase. Yeah, this is a gameplay as you would expect it. Delicatus sadly going to brick a bit, drawing the enemy controller, that's not doing anything. And now Justice Souza has the Offerings to the Doomed set as well. So it'll be tough for Delicatus to come back, especially when drawing the extra Queen. Game number 2, players have sided. We see that Delicatus brought in a DD Crow, you know, modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Being ruined by hand traps and all that. And yeah, Mind Crush is such a strong card in this particular matchup. We see Princess searching for Onslaught, so Delicatus setting up with 2 copies of Onslaught. And at the start of the battle phase, Souza is going to Offerings to the Doomed, denying Princess the chance to activate her effects. But Souza is going to pass her turn. No, she didn't. In the end phase, Delicatus drew a card of Battle City Bestie, you know, the best Speedball skill. Justice Souza, skipping her draw phase, is gonna use the skill to add Dicefoon. And forgot to put a card back. She always forgets. And that is annoying. Puts back the Dice Spoon. Gonna summon Snipe Hunter, which is going to target an Onslaught. And DD Crow is chained, banishing the Armed Dragon level 10. So even though the Onslaught is destroyed, Delicatus gets to special summon the Princess and activate her effect. So yeah, this play completely backfired, especially with the second Onslaught. So just as Souza sees the writing on the wall and scoops it up, we're going into game 3. You see Delicatus, oh, what a surprise, again opening Princess. Gonna bring that out and activate the effect to search for another copy of Onslaught. So having 2 of them is gonna be strong against that Cosmic Cyclone. Azusa using the skill, hopefully not forgetting this time to put a card back. Yep, there it is. Dice Spoon gets activated. Amazon's Call is chained to send. Okay. Now, during resolution, dice gets rolled, and it's gonna hit a 5. So destroying the other 2 back row. Potentially, yeah, that is going to be the play that Azusa makes, and only one of these Onslaughts gets resolved. So Delicatus adds an Amazon's Call to the hand. Next, Snipe Hunter plus Volcanic Shell is gonna go ham. Gonna shoot for the attack position. Amazon's Princess first. Yeah, maybe it should have been priority to destroy the defense position one first, but shouldn't really matter. Snipe Hunter is gonna clean up. He's gonna sweep the house, and just as Souza has another Volcanic Shell for next turn. Choosing not to set any cards, and Delicatus is gonna deny that request to go back to main phase. Yep, that is how you should play in tournaments. Your opponent makes a mistake, you hold them to it. Princess now attacking and searching. Well, special summoning another queen. Now, let's see. Justice Souza is still in an okay position. Replay might not cost her the game. We have Snipe Hunter destroying the Princess. And she's going to the battle phase, trying to attack over the Princess with Snipe Hunter. Onslaught gets activated and Cosmic Cyclone gets chained. So Justice Souza still in a great position. Now Delicatus is left with, was that all 3 of the Onslaughts already? Yeah, all 3 Onslaughts were used, all 3 Princesses were used. So even though Amazon's Call is basically any card in the deck, yeah, I'm not sure whether there was anything that Delicatus could have top decked. So Justice Souza moving on to the top 4 as well. Next we have that guy versus Waka the Goat. And it looks like that guy is still on his dice deck. Yeah, he's been on this every time we featured him on the channel. And Waka is on Fossils. Love to see it. It's great to see this deck make a bit of a comeback. Let's see how that guy tackles this game. His opening hand is amazing. Gonna use the Melody to discard Shell and search for 2 whites after some misclicks. Gonna add another copy of Shell after a misclick again, and just going to take it slow, set 1 instead of going ham with searching Snipe Hunter, discarding the Armed Dragon. And oh, it looks like Waka is on Revival Golem. He sent it to the graveyard with Rock Bombardment, and then it just gets to special summon itself. Very cool. Yeah, Rock Bombardment also does 500 points of damage. Could be relevant in this matchup. But yeah, unfortunately, nothing really Waka can do here. Yeah, no monsters in the graveyard. Maybe he should have just left the Revival Golem in the graveyard, who knows. Yeah, Dust Tornadoes two of them, but that's not gonna help him here. Duke Devlin is gonna come down for that guy, adding Snipe Hunter to his hand. And it's going to snipe the Dust Tornado, which is going to be chained. And yeah, looks like that guy chooses not to chain his offerings to the Doomed. Snipe Hunter gonna try to take out the other back row. Let's say Dust Tornado. That will fail to destroy the Revival Golem on its first try, but on the second try he gets it. Waka the Goat doesn't even have to see the Arm Dragon level 10 white in the hand. It's on to game 2, he thinks. Okay, looks like Waka has a terrible opening hand. No fossil cards. So this might be an uphill battle, might be over pretty soon. That guy starts off with Melody for the whites. And is going to search Snipe Hunter. Okay. Puts back a Foolish Burial, so yeah, that's a bit of a risky play, maybe. Snipe Hunter will target a face down and destroys Quaking Mirror Force. However, Waka has DD Crow to banish the Arm Dragon level 10 whites. So yeah, here that guy probably wishes he still had the Foolish Burial. He's gonna set 2. But Waka will use Rock Bombardment to send Revival Golem to defend his life points. Okay. Waka still having no place. Must be painful. Here Snipe Hunter is gonna use its effect to try to destroy the Revival Golem. And that is going to work. That guy is going to bring out the second Snipe Hunter, so that's gonna bring Waka all the way to just 1,000 life points. Wall of Disruption is a good card, but yeah, you'll have to find a way to make optimal use of it. Waka will banish Monster Reborn from the hand face down to place a counter on a skill, and that lets him resolve the effect of Fossil Fusion, which is going to fuse Revival Golem and the Arm Dragon level 10 white for Skullgeos. This card is pretty insane. It's gonna attack Snipe Hunter, but gets hit by offerings to the Doomed. So that will put a counter on the skill. And now that guy switching one snipe to defense mode is gonna attack with the other, and its attack will be made 0 by Wall of Disruption. Okay, that's a pretty cool top deck, the legendary Yuitsu Master. Yeah, but it's gonna be tough, right? Because the Snipe Hunter could potentially destroy it. But there still was a counter on the skill, and it looks like Waka is gonna use that to fuse the Skullgeos and Volcanic Shell to summon, which one is this again? Skull Bone, which can attack 2 monsters, so could potentially take care of both the Snipe Hunters. And it looks like that is gonna be happening. That Waking the Dragon sitting there. And oh, we have Release from Stone. Can that just summon out the Skullgeos? Apparently it can, yeah, that seems correct to me. So we are going into game 3, seeing this very cool fossil deck with some spicy decks we have never seen before, like Obsidian Dragon. Is Skullgeos dark? That would be cool. But maybe Obsidian Dragon lets him play other cool things like Lure of Darkness? I don't know. Let's see how this resolves. That guy has a great opening hand. And Waka, I think you want to have the Revival Golem in the deck. I can't imagine he plays more than one of these, so... that guy gonna start off with the skill to search for Snipe Hunter. Did he put a card back? missed that, I think. Yeah, I put a volcanic shell back to the bottom of the deck. So that's all correct. Snipe Hunter gonna target Release from Stone. It's gonna hit. Next, discarding the Armed Dragon. Targeting the Rock Bombardment, which will be chained. And Waka is on multiple Revival Golem. So maybe he's just not playing any of the, you know, regular fossil monsters, like Withering Soldier. We finally see Melody of Awakening Dragon coming down, searching 2 copies of the Armed Dragon level 10 whites. And now that guy is off to the races. He has multiple Volcanic Shell activations. So Waka needs that guy to be very unlucky with the Snipe Hunter if he wants to survive this this turn. And yeah, here we see Snipe Hunter missing 2 times in a row. So the skill is already burnt for this turn. And was that already the 3rd shell? Yeah. So only one of the golems will be destroyed by Snipe Hunter. And now that guy banishing the level 10 to special summon the white. And he has the white veil. He's gonna try to, discarding the white veil to try to destroy the Revival Golem. This die roll will determine the game, and it's a 4. So we see that guy making it to the top 4 as well. Let's head into our top 4. We have Galaxia, I think that's how I should pronounce it, on the Joey deck, versus Decidui on a dice deck as well. So yeah, that's speed tool, just lots of dice. Galaxia breaking a bit, just setting 1. And yeah, here was a super long judge call about, hey, can you activate the skill during resolution? So I'm gonna skip that. Yep, looks like that is resolved. So yeah, always make sure your skill is flipped before you use your dice spoon, your Snipe Hunter. Snipe Hunter now going to try to destroy it face down. Blast with Chain. Unfortunately, you cannot equip this to the opponent's monsters. But Decidui has the Melody, and that is going to be the writing on the wall already. So, quick game 1. Let's see whether Galaxia can take back the next games. And we see that Decidui has sided in Waking the Dragon, but Galaxia has, from the side deck, Breakthrough skill. Galaxia attacking over the set shell. And Decidui gonna add the dice spoon. Now the skill is face up. Let's see what he rolls. A 6, of course. And gonna re-roll for 2, so gets to destroy the Breakthrough skill, indeed. Volcanic Shell will activate, so Decidui can add a 2nd copy. Snipe Hunter coming down next, and unfortunately there's no Blast with Chain set. Now, the good news is Galaxia isn't dead yet. Just having to pass. And oof, it looks like, yeah, Galaxia is on the multiple champions vigilance. Gonna use Fisher to destroy the Snipe Hunter, and just going to start pushing for game. Only 3,500 life points, so 2 hits from a Clear Feet would do it. Now Galaxia draws the red eyes, very unfortunate. No, Kunai with Chain will just be used to switch Gear Feet to defense mode, so not equipping. And Decidui drawing the Melody, best card in Speedball right now. And that should be enough to seal the deal, I think. Yeah, the white comes down, searching white veil. So this attack will connect and the entire back row will be destroyed. And now Galaxia has to top deck, but it's Carbon, and that's not gonna be enough, unfortunately. So Joey is out of the tournament. We have one dice player in the finals already, and that guy and Just Souza, they're both on dice as well. So it's gonna be a dice mirror match in this top 4 and in the finals. There is a bit of discussion. And they are asking the judge whether you have to search when you flip the card. And they are discussing with the judge. Classic Speed Duel experience. Calling the judge over, and the judge is seeing Speed Duel cards for the first time in their life. Even at Konami events, this was a regular thing. Anyway, we are going to see Snipe Hunter take care of the Cosmic Cyclone, Mechanic Shell, you know, doing its thing, adding another copy. And this time, any controller gets used to put the Snipe Hunter in defense mode. We see that Just Souza is on the main deck Medora. Very interesting in this matchup. Sadly, did not have a chance to discard it into the graveyard yet. So now that guy will be able to summon out the first of his 3 Arm Dragon level 10 whites. He's gonna play it safe, so Snipe Hunter discarding one of the whites to destroy the back row, and that was a Book of Moon. Lots of thumbs ups. And now that guy bringing out the first white of this match. But Just Souza is gonna retaliate. Gonna use Melody to search 2 whites. And just summon Medora and leave it at that. Ah, they already used the skill, so they couldn't search for a Snipe Hunter. So just gonna have to try to go from here. That guy trying Daishoon. Is he going to use it? Yeah. Looks like he is. He's gonna roll a 2, so that back row Daishoon will be destroyed. And that guy attacking over the Medora. So yeah, Just Souza will need a Heart of the Card moment. And that is not one of them. So we're going to game 2. And Just Souza having a bit of an awkward hand here. And that guy starting off, he has Melody already, so but this is going to help Just Souza tremendously, drawing the Arm Dragon level 10. Adding Snipe Hunter, probably gonna put back the whites. Okay, thought they would put back the offerings, but yeah, you can't really go around putting your Arm Dragons in the graveyard with Medora on the fields. They'll need a way to clear that first. Looks like there was again a bit of ruling discussion. Yeah, that guy wanted to think about responding, but Souza already rolled, so this is a bit of a messy situation. Nothing the skill can't fix, however. And Snipe Hunter is gonna use its effect and force out the Medora already. So I'm gonna put back just the level 10. It does reset the game state a bit. And play is back to that guy. He's gonna start off with the Melody. Gonna add white, 2 copies. Okay. But still needs a way to get those into the graveyard. Dropping down to 2,000 life points. That could be risky. There's a bit more misclicking. But that guy still had the search of the skill. And the Snipe Hunter is immediately gonna get sniped by offerings. So just Souza skipping the draw phase. I'm not sure whether this shell needed to be summoned, but okay. Yeah, it doesn't really change the clock, but yeah. But that guy just drawing shell, setting shell after drawing white veil. And yeah, this is where having the shell still in hand would have helped out just Souza. Snipe Hunter will miss the back row, but reroll makes it hit the back row. And unfortunately, shell has 100 attack and 0 defense, so attacking over that shell. Very weird game, that one. Let's head into game 3 of this top 4. And yeah. Just Souza forced to go first. Gonna pitch a white to search 2 more whites. And are they gonna play around Medora? No, they will not. So I can imagine this Medora playing an important role. Melody adding 2 copies of whites. And a Mind Crush here would have gone wild. That guy using the skill to add Snipe Hunter, putting back the Medora. That's odd. Okay, didn't see that coming. Snipe Hunter will probably come down. Ah no, the Dice Spoon will. And that guy, oh, just admitting defeat. Yeah, he knew about the double whites. Yeah, it looks like... No, I don't think he could have set up a defense. Yeah, very odd games. But we are going to move on to the finals, and we have just Souza versus Duel. I think that's how I pronounce that. It's been a tournament with many weird names. Duel or Desi, I don't know, is going to use Melody pitching the regular Armed Dragon for 2 whites. And is immediately gonna bring that out. Not wanting to deal with any Medora shenanigans. Snipe Hunter will be summoned using Book of Moon as a cost. Just setting 2 and poking in for 1500 damage. Now it's Desidu's turn again, and he's gonna use Dice Spoon. That's a 6, that's a miss, but the skill lets you reroll. That's a 4, that's a hit, and it's gonna hit Offerings to the Dunes. This second Dice Spoon rolls a 6, so that's 1000 points of damage. Yeah, Desi has an Armed Dragon level 10 in the grave already, and the Snipe Hunter gets summoned, and he's gonna try to take out that set Book of Moon. Now, if this misses, I was gonna say just Souza would be in an excellent position, but unfortunately it doesn't. Desi gonna add the white veil and is gonna try to attack for game. And yeah, gets to resolve the Snipe Hunter effect. We are going into game 2 of this finals. This time, Desi has a less explosive opening. And Wabogu gets chained to the Dice Spoon. Dice Spoon rolling a 6, of course. And now it rolls a 5. No, it cannot destroy itself. That's an incorrect play. Dice Spoon has to destroy 2 when you roll a 5. Unfortunately. But just Souza can play through the Ojama King thanks to Book of Moon. Next, gonna pitch Shell. Snipe Hunter misses, of course. That's what it does. But there's a few more tries to go for it. He is gonna take out the Ojama King. And Azusa will be left with a copy of Shell in the hand. And Decidui will now use the skill to add Snipe Hunter, putting back Book of Moon, and adds another copy of Volcanic Shell. Okay, on the summon of Snipe Hunter, just Azusa will use Offerings to the Doomed to destroy it. And yeah, that will just end Decidui's turn, since there's no white in the grave. And now, just Azusa is gonna try to rush. That's 1500, Decidui down to just 2000 life points. White Veil isn't going to help here, but what is going to help just Azusa is the Melody of Awakening Dragon. Best card in Speed Duel, as I've said before. So we are going into a game number 3. Man, we have a lot of 3 gamers today. And just Azusa with the amazing opening hand, pitching Medora for the Arm Triangle level 10. And I can imagine that they will just set Offerings and pass, no? Yeah, indeed. Decidui gonna use the Duke skill, adding Snipe Hunter and probably putting back a Volcanic Shell. Summoning the Snipe Hunter, is that just going to be hit with Offerings on the summon? Yes, indeed. So Decidui just has to set Book of Moon, set, was it White Veil as well? Ah no, Offerings on his side as well. And on the summon, this Snipe Hunter also gets hit with Offerings. Decidui skipping the draw phase. And now Azusa uses the skill to search. Again, Snipe Hunter, who's gonna be stopped from doing anything on the summon. But can Decidui follow it up? Yeah, they have Snipe Hunter. Pretty good. Going to hit the opposing Snipe Hunter. And on the resolution of that, Decidui is going to activate Medora in the grave, putting back the Shell and both of the Snipe Hunters. So Medora, very defining tech in the Dice Armed Dragon deck. Just Azusa is going to draw Volcanic Shell. I'm going to set it to preserve the life point total. Next Volcanic Shell will replace itself. And let's see, Decidui is going to pitch a shell to try to destroy Waboku. Rolls a 6, but doesn't matter. Waboku is going to the grave after resolving regardless. Now here is a Melody, and Snipe Hunter will pitch the regular Arm Dragon level 10, I presume, to destroy that face down Volcanic Shell. And let's see, just Azusa drawing Foolish Burial, adding her 3rd copy of Shell, I believe this is. Yep. I think they have to make a play here. Yeah. Foolish sending a white. Special summoning another white. Looks like White Veil is no longer in her deck. Nope, must have sided that out for the mirror. Makes sense. And at the end of the main phase, level 10 white gets flipped face down, and Decidui just gets to special summon his Arm Dragon level 10 white and go for the win. Okay, so guys, as I said, this was a pretty big tournament. Let's see, we had 11 players, so yeah, it didn't feature all of the matches. But let's keep these tournaments big, let's keep showing up, and keep Speed Duel alive. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Bye.